Hey, welcome to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven.
I'm Alec.
And today, we decide, is Mesquite or Peat Smoked better?
So for this first of many battles, head to head, we're going to be looking at Dullbach American whiskey. This is a whiskey that comes out of Tucson, Arizona. Go Arizona. But it's basically going to be an American whiskey that is going to have a mesquite burn to it, and it's going to smoke it. Mesquite is one of the native trees here. They're lovely green prickly things that pretty much annoy everybody else, but lovely. And then going over to traditional Scotch malt whiskey, peated, so definitely a different kind of smoking it. I think that it'll definitely have a huge impact on what is going to necessarily be what. But for sake of kind of keeping them similar, both of these tend to be a little bit more of the same flavor profile outside of their smokes.
Yeah, so basically, two single malts, American single malt, Scottish single malt, mesquite smoked, peated smoke. We're going to figure out what the heck does mesquite versus peat smoke really do? Alright, so on the inside we got the American single malt from Dullbach, mesquite smoke. On the outside we got Ardbeg 10, Scottish single malt whiskey, peated. So we're going to start off with, let's do the American single malt, mesquite smoked.
Alright. Ooh, super caramely.
Yeah, caramel, kind of like an earthy flavor.
A little bit. So you don't get much of like a smoky flavor.
Yeah.
I think that would be one of the big differences.
Not a lot of smoke on the nose, a little bit of smoke, but it's a different smoke, which, you know, obviously that's why we're doing this.
Right. I mean, to put it into, you know, kind of a descriptive word, light smoke, I'd say.
Yeah,
when I think of peat, I think of like a dark smoke.
It's a lighter smoke, but a lot of like typical like caramels, a lot more oak than I was expecting. A little bit of fruits like apples and pears.
Yep, definitely get that.
Yeah, but just like a simple like apples, pears.
If anything, you get the
mesquite
like on the front, but it's very masked as soon as you get everything else.
But yeah, not like no meaty flavors, because usually like peated scotches I get meaty, and I'm getting no meatiness.
Yeah, none at all. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely smoky, but it's more of like an earthy smoke that like leans into like this like oaky, earthy caramel vanilla. It's more of like a rich, creamy smoke rather than like an aggressive kind of like salty sea smoke. Let's get into the peated Islay Scotch. So already on the nose, I feel like I've been transported from the Midwest or like kind of like the Southwest to Scotland. But definitely a lot more salty, a lot more briny kind of vibes. A lot less.
Not any fruit.
Yeah, no earthy flavors.
Yeah.
Like I'm not getting any like earthy oakiness. I'm getting a little bit of like caramel, vanilla, a little bit of fruitiness, but it's taken a way bigger backseat than this was. Like this was far more fruity on the nose and had a lot more earthy characteristics. Well, this is a lot more kind of salty, smoky, meaty.
Yeah. With
a little bit of like kind of like fruity vanillas.
Which is to be expected.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, on the palate? Oh yeah.
Definitely getting, very smoky.
Very salty, smoky, meaty. Oh, God, that's so good. It's like salted bacon.
You and your salted bacon.
It's like fruity, sweet, salted bacon.
Yeah. You know, in a way, actually, this is kind of weird, but it reminds me of what are those jerky sticks? The ones you see everywhere at the store.
Slim Jim?
Yeah, Slim Jim. Like a little bit of like a Slim Jim flavor to it.
Oh, that's so gross.
But it's so good.
Here, I'm gonna compare the nose. Like.
Oh, they got the nose.
Yeah, it's like.
Remarkably different.
It's like oaky, kind of fruity, like This is so strong with like sweet fruits, and this is very strong with like a salty.
This one does have a lot.
Smoke.
Even for a peated Scotch, I feel like this one's so salty. Actually, saltier than some of the other ones we've had.
Yeah, but it could just be in comparison because we're moving from like this to this. That this is like presenting as way more saltier because I've never gotten this much salt. But like, so on the nose, so this is a lot more earthy, kind of like oaky, sweet fruits, and this is a lot more like kind of like caramel, bacon, like sweet, like meaty, salt meat.
Salt meat, and a little bit of caramel, I can say. Caramel,
like caramelized, salted fat bacon. On the palate?
On the palate.
Super
fruity.
Yeah, super fruity, vanilla, rich oak. A little bit of smoke on the back end, but it's like this woodsy smoke.
Yeah.
And onto the peated?
I feel like salt's the first thing you feel every time you have it.
A salty, meaty, briny smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, that is wonderful though. Okay, so obviously I think we can both agree this is salty, meaty, briny.
Right.
Well, this is kind of like earthy, kind of fruity, woodsy smoke.
Yeah. I like the Scotch better.
Yeah, I lean more, if I want that aggressive smokiness, I kind of want that like fatty, meaty, salty smoke rather than kind of that earthy, woodsy smoke that I'm getting off of this American single malt.
Yeah.
That being said, I think it's a wrap for us here.
Yeah.
Please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about this video.
Yeah. Was it good? Was it worth looking at? Do you care about Tucson, Arizona whiskey at all? Probably not. But that's okay. Anyways, check out the Instagram and the Facebook, and we'll definitely try to bring you guys a little bit more interesting content. But in the meantime, look out for us, and we'll look out for you.
Yeah. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.
Cheers.
I'm on a ship and I'm sailing somewhere and I'm getting sprayed in the face by salt water.